Do you kind of like to drink stuff? We'll try a Lizard Squishins product. We take the finest ingredients, like some green-looking liquid milk, and we give it to these guys, and they do what they do. Mash them up in a stew. All people's rushing for the flavors of Lizard Squishins products. Our staff is happy to help you. Well, I guess I don't work in that department. Deliveries are coming to a local grocery near you. So try Lizard Squishins. It beats getting hit in the face with a brick, man.
And now, on to our feature presentation.
Today's topical recap is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, and I assume it refers to Muncie's hoo-ha. I can say that. I'm a real woman. This is Headless Gary Indiana. He is head of Pig Smushin's food and beverage makerators conglomerate, and is here to meet with the not-so-get-along gang. Oh, wait, I guess he has a head. Sorry, folks. They check to see if Gary is ticklish.
Arr!
I'm looking for spices, the likes I've never seen.
Is this wench be spicy enough for you, Gary?
Hey, if you fork with Gary, Muncie's gonna get forked up by Gary.
I want the recipe, a tasty beverage, and tokens to win a mustache comb.
They lazily Susan all of Gary's demands. But what Gary don't know is, never go in against a Lizard Squishins drink when death is on the line. Boy, does that drink have a kick or what?
Arr, this be Lizard Squishins' new secret ingredient he has just put down your gullet.
Ye be addicted now, scally chump.
Gary hands over a jar of his company's famous chunky mayonnaise. If he says Oz, absolutely nothing will happen. You're lucky, buddy. That could have hit your eye. Gary has tasted something greater than unicorn butt. It's so addictive, he'll float like a hobo to get it. The female of the species discharges her eggs all over the floor. Male sperm is dropped from the ceiling to induce fertilization. I believe that's how it's done. They don't teach that in school anymore. Windows are for cheaters. Chimneys for the poor. Closets are for hangers. Winners use the door. Gary falls for his chauffeur and bodyguard, Fort Wayne, who's going over the top to help him. They see me rollin', they hatin', patrollin', and trying to catch me riding dirty. Gary wants some freshly squeezed melons to go with Lizard Squishins' secret ingredient. He's jonesing for it. I guess that's why he's called Indiana Jones now. They drive till the sun rudely kicks night in the ass and come upon the 23rd happiest place on earth, Lizard Squishins' headquarters, the headquarters of Lizard Squishins. They are met by Willy Wanker, head scapegoat of Lizard Squishins, who takes them on a tour of the factory of Doom. All the factory workers, called Doombaloozers, gather for daily calisthenics, while Tommy Lee plays the company jingle. This one's called the Doggy Butt Wag. I could say this guy is horny, but I won't. That joke would suck. Jenkins from accounting is brought in to teach a lesson about abuse of the water fountain rules. Remember to preheat your lava to 350 degrees. Also, brown Jenkins on one side, then turn over. You might want to take Pepto-Bismol for that. The next showing will be at 2 o'clock. Now get back to work! After escaping the perilous tour, Gary and Fort Wayne go to look for the multi-sexual bathroom. You see, they stole fizzy Lizard Squishins drinks that cause what is lovingly referred to as the Bellagio squirts.
Stay out of the splash zone!
But this spiky executive washroom has a skeleton attendant, and to escape the clutches of the mad doctor's lavatory is to flush the toilet. Dance your cares away! Down in Fraggle Hell! Gary stumbles upon the employee daycare center deep in the center of the earth, run by the merciless nannies called Morlocks, but is cornered by the company Glee Club that aren't too gleeful and is sent to the timeout Skybox crib. But Gary and Fort Wayne are condemned to a fate worse than death. Plot exposition.
We mining miners mine for the secret ingredient that makes Lizard Squishins beverages so addictively and refreshingly evil.
Explains Johnny Explainer. Finally, Gary is brought to Lizard Squishins' taste testing lab, where new flavors are concocted and tested on strapped-down willing participants.
Please like and subscribe. Put on a good show for the audience.
Bring it on, Airbender! Nanny Melvin Morlock is brought in to help guide the choo-choo into the hangar, so Gary can test out Lizard Squishins' newest refreshment, rotten human head with lime. But Gary, no like lime! But you'll take your medicine and like it, you lush.
Darkness washed over the dude, darker than a black steer's tuchus on a moonless prairie night. There was no bottom.
For the 2 o'clock floor show, Gary, who has fully committed to the Lizard Squishins lifestyle, is the opener with his observational ethnic-style comedy. But a certain kind of hush falls over the crowd for MC Rollerama. Muncie is the latest contestant of the Craftmatic Adjustable Cage/Fry Basket Challenge, and all she has to do is survive a whole night in hot, tepid lava in a haunted house. Meanwhile, Fort Wayne is busy picking his shackles and nose when he decides that the miner life is not for him and he wishes to climb the corporate ladder. But he's no yes man and takes a leap of faith and swings for freedom. He also runs away. He attempts to leave the recap when he spots shirtless Gary and realizes something ain't right. Gary never goes nowhere without his shirt. Fort Wayne goes to help Gary, for Gary saved his ass in Nam. Instead of the cool fight sequence, we will show you this. Gary and Fort Wayne have a mother and daughter moment. The crowd goes wild for this heartwarming Hallmark minute. The mining miners think they're seeing Aquaman, but it's just Gary in his ass-kicking bowling uniform and the dead guy he rode in on. Once a week, the mining miners get their 15-minute lunch break. Nanny Melvin Morlock has come out of retirement to battle with Indiana Gary, the only Gary from Indiana, but they do it on the device that makes Lizard Squishins' secret ingredient. And no, it's not kids. We're not that evil. But Gary's found a new reason to live. He likes his head unsmushed. However, running while using his legs makes his chronic broken back bowling injury flare up. Melvin's custom-made Harrowing henchman outfit gets caught in the Ron Popeil's Rockomatic juicer. I think Lizard Squishins has a new hit flavor on their hands. Man, those swordsmen are lousy shots.
Gary Man, whips a whip wherever he can. Look out, here comes the Gary Man. Is he drunk? He sure is Bob. He's got radioactive blood. If he sees you in his way, I'll knock you on your ass today. Holy sh**, there goes the Gary Man.
Rollerama wonders, where does Gary get such hot shoes? And if he can't have them, no one can. So he dumps the giant vat of their most disgusting flavored drink, Mountain Dew, which, as it does in your colon, destroys everything in its path. Gary and Fort Wayne flee to the rectum of the cliff, which accurately demonstrates the physical aftermath of drinking Mountain Dew. And it also can erode rocks, which causes Fort Wayne to, swim with the gators? Oh well, tough break, kid. Gary climbed the conveniently placed ladder, for he had won his freedom at last. This concludes the movie recap.
Hello, I'm all hot and pruny. I'd like to get out now. It's been 2 days. Did I mention I'm f***ing the director? Good day to you all.